Have you ever wondered what separates people who are consistently successful from those who struggle to reach their goals? I'm not just talking about one-time success, but those people who seem to master every area of their life, whether it's their career, health, relationships, or personal growth. The secret? It all comes down to discipline. And here's the kicker. Discipline isn't just about being motivated all the time. It's about mastering a set of tools and mindsets that make consistent action easier than ever. Today I'm going to walk you through how to master discipline once and for all, so you can stop starting over, stop the struggle, and start seeing real, lasting results in every area of your life. If you've tried and failed to be disciplined before, don't worry. We're going to fix that today. Why discipline is the ultimate key to success. Before we jump into the how, let's talk about the why. Why is discipline so important, and why should you care about mastering it? Here's the truth. No matter what your goal is, whether it's building a business, getting in shape, learning a new skill, or simply becoming a better version of yourself, discipline is the foundation that makes everything else possible. Motivation comes and goes. We've all experienced that burst of energy at the start of something new, only to see it fade when things get tough or boring. But discipline sticks around long after motivation fades. It's what allows you to show up day after day, even when you don't feel like it. Discipline is the muscle that keeps you moving forward. The good news is that discipline isn't something you're either born with or not. It's a skill that anyone can master. And once you do, you'll realize that it doesn't just help you achieve your goals, it transforms the way you approach your entire life. Step 1. Stop relying on willpower. If you've been struggling to stay disciplined, chances are you've been relying way too much on willpower. Here's what you need to know. Willpower is a limited resource. You only have so much of it each day, and when it runs out, that's when discipline starts to feel impossible. But here's the secret. Truly disciplined people don't rely on willpower at all. They've created systems that remove the need for willpower. Think of willpower like a battery. If you spend all day draining that battery by resisting temptation, making tough decisions, or forcing yourself to do things you don't want to do, by the time evening rolls around, you'll have nothing left in the tank. That's why it's so important to create systems and habits that make discipline easier, so you don't have to burn through your willpower reserves just to get through the day. So, how do you do this? Start by removing obstacles that make it harder to stick to your goals. Let's say you want to read more. Instead of relying on willpower to pick up a book, create an environment where reading becomes the easiest option. Set a book by your bed or on your desk where you'll see it often. Block out specific times in your schedule for reading, so it becomes automatic. The more you can remove the friction between you and your goal, the less willpower you'll need to stay disciplined. Step 2. The power of habit stacking. One of the most powerful ways to master discipline is by using a technique called habit stacking. The idea is simple. Instead of trying to build new habits from scratch, you attach them to habits you already have. This makes it much easier to be consistent because you're piggybacking on routines that are already ingrained in your daily life. Here's how it works. Let's say you want to start meditating every morning. Instead of trying to carve out extra time for it or hoping you'll remember to do it, stack it on top of something you already do, like brushing your teeth or making your morning coffee. Every time you brush your teeth, meditate for 5 minutes right after. This simple technique links your new habit to an existing one, making it easier to remember and stick to over time. The more you use habit stacking, the more discipline becomes automatic. You're not constantly starting from scratch or trying to force yourself to remember new habits. Instead, you're building off the routines that are already part of your life, making discipline feel natural rather than forced. Step 3. Shift your mindset from outcome to process. One of the biggest mistakes people make when trying to master discipline is focusing too much on the outcome. They think, I want to lose 10 pounds, or I want to write a book, and they get so caught up in the end goal that they forget about the process. But here's the thing. Discipline isn't about achieving a specific result. It's about falling in love with the process of getting better day by day. When you're obsessed with the outcome, you're setting yourself up for frustration. Why? Because results take time. If your discipline is tied to seeing instant results, you're going to feel discouraged when things don't happen as quickly as you want them to. But if you shift your focus to the process, to showing up every day, putting in the work, and getting a little better each time, discipline becomes much easier to maintain. This shift in mindset is huge. Instead of thinking, I need to write 500 words today so I can finish my book, think, I'm going to write because I enjoy the process of creating. When you stop measuring your progress solely by the outcome, you'll find that discipline becomes less of a struggle and more of a joy. Step 4. Use immediate rewards to build long-term discipline. One of the biggest reasons people struggle with discipline is that the rewards of disciplined behavior often feel far away. If you're trying to save money, for example, it can feel like a long time before you see the payoff. If you're trying to get in shape, you might not notice a difference for weeks or even months. That's why it's so important to build in immediate rewards that keep you motivated along the way. Your brain is wired to seek short-term gratification, so if the only reward for your disciplined behavior is far off in the future, it's going to be hard to stay consistent. The solution? Give yourself small, immediate rewards that make the process more enjoyable. Maybe you treat yourself to your favorite healthy snack after a workout, or you reward yourself with a relaxing break after completing a focused block of work. By giving yourself immediate rewards, you're reinforcing the behavior and making it more likely that you'll stick with it. Over time, the action itself will become rewarding. But in the beginning stages, it's crucial to create positive associations with the habits you're trying to build. Step 5. Track your progress and celebrate small wins. Another powerful tool for mastering discipline is to track your progress and celebrate small wins along the way. When you track your progress, you make your discipline visible, and that visibility creates momentum. It's like when you see the numbers in your bank account increasing as you save money. It reinforces the behavior and motivates you to keep going. But here's the thing, don't wait until you hit your big goal to celebrate. If you do, discipline will feel like a long, grueling journey with no rewards until the very end. Instead, break your goal down into smaller milestones and celebrate each one. Did you stick to your workout routine for a full week? Celebrate. Did you write a page of your book today? Celebrate. By celebrating small wins, you're giving yourself positive feedback along the way, which keeps you motivated and helps you build the kind of long-term discipline that leads to big results. Plus, celebrating your progress makes the journey more enjoyable. And when you enjoy the process, discipline becomes much easier to maintain. Step 6. Build a strong why to fuel your discipline. At the end of the day, discipline is driven by one thing: your why. If you don't have a strong reason for why you're doing something, it's going to be incredibly hard to stay disciplined when things get tough. That's why it's so important to get clear on your why before you start any journey that requires discipline. Take a moment to think about your goal. Why do you want to achieve it? What will your life look like when you reach it? How will it impact the people you love? The stronger and more personal your why is, the easier it will be to stay disciplined, even when things aren't going smoothly. Let's say you want to get in shape. Your why might be because you want to feel confident in your body, or maybe it's because you want to have more energy to keep up with your kids. When you connect your discipline to something meaningful, you'll be far more motivated to keep going, even when you don't feel like it. Remember, discipline isn't just about the external rewards, it's about becoming the kind of person who can achieve big things. And the stronger your reason for being disciplined, the easier it will be to stay consistent over the long term. Discipline is the ultimate form of freedom. So there you have it, everything you need to master discipline once and for all. The key takeaway here is that discipline doesn't have to be this grueling, punishing thing. It's not about pushing yourself to the limit every day. It's about building systems, habits, and mindsets that make discipline easier, not harder. When you remove the need for constant willpower, stack new habits onto existing routines, focus on the process instead of the outcome, and reward yourself along the way, discipline becomes second nature. And here's the best part. When you master discipline, you unlock freedom. Freedom to pursue your goals, freedom to become the best version of yourself, and freedom to live life on your own terms. So, what are you waiting for? It's time to stop struggling with discipline and start mastering it. You have everything you need to succeed, and now it's up to you to take action. Remember, the journey to mastering discipline starts with just one small step, and that step is yours to take today.